Colossians chapter 3 verse 2, Apostle Paul says, set your minds not on earthly things but on the things above. In Romans chapter 8 verse 5, he tells the Romans that, if you want to live according to the Spirit, then set your minds on the Spirit. If you want to live according to the flesh, then set your minds on the things of the flesh. Meaning that when you set your minds on the things of the flesh, the result is that you walk according to the flesh. When you set your minds on the things of the Spirit, the result is that you walk according to the Spirit. And he says that as many as are led of the Spirit, they are sons of God. So if you are not being led of the Spirit, if you are being led of the flesh, then you are not a son of God. But if you are being led of the Spirit, then you are a son of God. Now, with this knowledge of this scripture, every one of us, every believer, you want to make sure that you are actually obeying His word. You're walking according to the Spirit. But there is one who seeks to hack our minds. He wants to make sure that you don't get a minute, you don't get a moment to set your minds on the things of the Spirit. And I try to think, what are some of the modern ways through which the devil hacks our minds to make sure that we do not set our minds on the things of the Spirit? And one of the things that came up, number one, is being busy. Busyness. Being busy. Like the devil can make your calendar, your to-do list to be so full that you don't even get a minute, you don't even get a time to be able to commune with God. Yeah, he hacks your program. I don't know, have you ever wanted to attend a Christian gathering, and the day that you have set, maybe it's an evening, that day your boss actually gives you more tasks than usual, and so you have to extend your hours of work, or just something comes up and you had an intention to do your devotional, then something comes up and you just have to attend to it. So you need to be very, very careful that the devil has not hacked your program, that he's manipulating things around you just to make sure that you are so busy you don't get time with God. Number two, modern ways through which the devil seeks to hack our minds. Social media, content on the digital space, or the TV, or whatever. So you are on Facebook, you are on TikTok, you are on Instagram, you are on WhatsApp status. So you finish scrolling Instagram, you go on to Facebook, then you go on to TikTok, you go on to YouTube, and one type of content leads you to research and leads you to, you get enslaved. You get enslaved to social media, you get enslaved to this content, and you cannot stop it. Like, in fact, even when people are around, you are on your phone, you don't engage with people, you are just enslaved by social media. This is something that can happen to anybody. It is a modern day slavery, meant to steal your time, such that you do not get a minute, you do not get time, to spend with God. It is a time waster, social media. Another way the devil hacks our minds so that we do not spend time with God is obsession. You are obsessed with this game. You cannot do anything, you just want to watch this game. You are obsessed, or you cannot stay without playing that game. You are obsessed. You cannot, there are these people who are obsessed with health, with the status of their health. So they are obsessed with the gym. They can stay in the gym. It's an obsession. It keeps you away. It just takes your time. It just takes your time, you know. And it's not bad. It's not bad to watch games. It's not bad to, go to the gym. But when it comes to, like, it's taking so much of your time and there's no balance, then that becomes a tool the devil uses, to keep your mind away from God. Another way, another way the devil hacks into our minds is by entanglement with some people. You are so entangled in a relationship, you are so entangled in a certain circle of people that these people, or rather this person, uses so much of your time, there is no balance. You don't have, balance. And so you become enslaved. Yeah, you become enslaved. And number 5 is ideas. You become so enslaved in an idea. The devil hacks your mind with an idea, and you become so much sold out into that idea. You're spending all of your time researching on it, talking about it. You are so much sold out into that idea. You have no time for God. You are just into that idea. And sometimes it's an idea about probably even the devil hacking your system, just showing you how much God does not care about you. God is not on your side. So you spend all your time thinking negative and all that. He bombards you with negative emotions. So when you allow in this modern day slavery, this modern day, they enslave you. You barely have time for God. When Moses was talking to Pharaoh about releasing the Israelites, he told them, let my people go, that they may worship me. Let them go to the wilderness, that they may worship me. I hear the cry of the Spirit crying out for some people, speaking to those, situations and saying, let my people go, that they may go and worship me. What is this that is contending with the Spirit of God in your life? What is this that is competing with the Spirit of God in your life? What is this that is taking so much of your time you are not balancing? You need to cut it off, or rather you need to balance. There is that which can be cut off, and there is that which you need to balance. And that is the call for us today. Let us be aware. Let us be aware. You see, Jesus was alert. When the devil came in, he told him, away from me, Satan. This is my time of prayer. You can develop a principle that you don't go to social media if you've not had time with God. You can actually cut it off completely. You can decide you don't go to watch that game, you don't engage with that person, you don't, go to work before you have had time with God. Put God first. Let him be your priority. Let him be your number one pursuit. And this is the will of God for all of us. God bless you. Thank you for being part of this episode. Let me know, what do you think what can you add to my list? Let's keep this conversation going. God bless you as you like and comment and share and subscribe. Yeah. See you next time.